When alt market. Hey guys, Toboxa here, back with another video. So this video will have a different, kind of way of going about with the content. This will just be about just chart analysis and my opinions of what's happening with the market right now. A lot of you guys have questions about when alt season and when alts are going to do better. In my opinion, it's all in the cycles and it's happened every single cycle previously, and it's just patience really. If you look at this chart here, looking at the 2021 bull market, I've noted down here where Bitcoin actually broke all-time highs to the previous cycle. So 16th December, it was the first time it actually broke the previous cycle all-time high back in 2017. And if you compare the dates with Ethereum only broke the all-time high about 50 days after. In my opinion, Ethereum won't start moving till about 2 months after Bitcoin's all-time high. So if we do the same analysis, we can go here where Bitcoin broke to all-time highs. Let's just say, around here, 7th of November. So just on based on that alone, we probably won't see Ethereum really start kicking off till about 50 to 60 days from now. So that's actually early January, which is inauguration day. So I would not actually be surprised where Bitcoin makes new highs from here. And then around inauguration day is when it does its first pullback, and then alts start carrying on. So for Ethereum at least, we might just go sideways a bit, maybe grind up, and then once Bitcoin has its first pullback, that's when alt season kicks off, and then we should see the altcoin dominance catch up as well as Bitcoin dominance drop. And yeah, that's my opinion on the alt season. It's happened every cycle, and people just tend to forget. And if you look at previous cycles, this is completely normal. And we most likely see Ethereum catch up about 2 months from now. And the good thing with that is base chain is a high beta play of Ethereum. So once Ethereum starts catching up 2 months from now, I would not be surprised base chain and its tokens start going up exponentially. We see TVL and volume metrics go absolutely through the roof. We can just go to DeFi Llama and just check the TVL and volume. So if we go to base chain, look, to be honest, 2 months from now, I would not be surprised TVL gets on its way to 2x from here. For DeFi Llama at least, I know different sites show the TVL numbers differently, but for DeFi Llama at least, I would not be surprised TVL numbers is nearly 2x from now, 2 months from now, and that would just have a massive drawn effect to those tokens. So yeah, that's my quick analysis of when I think alt season happens. Basically, TLDR is 2 months from Bitcoin all-time high, which is early January. We probably see Ethereum be close to all-time highs at least, and then we'll definitely see a lot of the altcoins on base chain really start ramping up, and then we'll see the alt season. And next thing in this video, I just want to do a quick price chart analysis for the top coins on base chain. So first we can start with Alienbase. I had this analysis up for a different video. I've got that video probably uploading two days from now or 1 day from now. It just depends with my editor. So for Alienbase, I drawn out this bullish correction, which was at ABC, and then I was expecting if Bitcoin was to go up, we would probably break out from here. And obviously we can see that with today, Bitcoin has broken out to new highs. We're currently at 97k. We broke out from the previous high around 93k 2 days ago, and we've seen that with Alienbase as well. Which is actually, to be honest, is actually also surprising because I'll show you with the other tokens today at least. A lot of the tokens on base chain is actually down. My opinion is I have a feeling Alienbase is starting to really gain market share for dexes on base chain. There has been emission changes when it comes to other dexes, and Alienbase is still the same when it comes to emissions and incentives. And in my opinion, we'll probably start gaining market share because of that. So it's sort of like a fundamental thing. I think the fundamentals really will start showing itself for Alienbase, and I would not be surprised Alienbase is $1 by the end of this year. Obviously, do you own due diligence and do you own research? None of this is financial advice, but I'm really bullish on Alienbase. I really think it'll do very well, and same with these other altcoins on base chain. So that's the price analysis for Alienbase. Next one is Aerodrome. So I charted this before. Aerodrome, I'm super bullish on. Obviously, when it comes to dexes and multiples, Aerodrome's probably your safest bet for risk to reward, and if you're risk adverse, but the multiples won't be as crazy. I guess main reason being is it's already listed on Coinbase and a lot of other tier 1 central exchanges. So when it comes to upside potential of getting a listing for a token, you've already sort of checked the boxes. But that sort of makes it where it's a safe play and there's pretty much zero chance of rugging and having issues with like smart contracts and getting hacked, in my opinion. So right now, I believe this is a megaphone pattern. Still yet to be confirmed, but I would not be surprised we go down to the lower levels if they make our way up. On the other video I mentioned, we would probably end up going like around here, and then once it gets to like early to late December, we start breaking out for Aerodrome at least, and that's when I assume Ethereum starts moving. So we'll probably do something like that. There's nothing else more to it. Aerodrome, fundamental wise, it's like really bullish. The TVL and volume metrics for Aerodrome just keep going up. I believe they just hit another $1 billion volume day for Aerodrome pools, which is huge and quite bullish for base chain. So yeah, nothing wrong with this token. It's going to do very well. In my opinion, it'll probably do like a 3 to 5x from here. Possibly more depending how well base chain goes. Another token, which is Well. So Well is a lending protocol. They recently got listed on Coinbase, I think around October, which is why we had this massive spike. In my opinion, it's just a normal retracement going back down to its, I'd say, God candle retrace. So from all-time highs, we're currently down 50%. And there's a bit of confluence where I believe a lot of coins tend to always do 60 to 80% retracements. And if I do the Fibonacci tool, we can see that the next major support is at the just under the 5 cent region, which happens to be a 56% drawdown. That's quite close to 60%. So I would not be surprised if we do a major bounce from here, where we go here, maybe stay around here, then mid to late December we start making our way up. So when it comes to accumulating Well, and if you guys really like the Well project, I would probably start placing bids around the 4.8 region. Obviously, when it comes to limit buys and placing bids, I definitely would recommend to use Alienbase, because you can just do trades automatically without actually being at your computer. So what I mean by that is you can do a limit buy. For this case, we can do Moonwell. We can copy the contract into our limit buy section. We can choose to purchase Well by pasting the contract. And then all you have to do is choose which token you want to sell or buy with, and then put your price in for Well. I use it for all my trading. Like I said before in previous videos, Alienbase is trying to be pretty much the central exchange all on chain. So a lot of the features from central exchanges, like limit buys and recurring orders, is all on Alienbase. So when it comes to bidding and purchasing, since it's an aggregator as well, you'll get the best rates for using Alienbase. So if you're purchasing Well, I definitely recommend to use Alienbase to purchase Well. So that's all for the price analysis. Like I said, I reckon it will go down to around the 5 cent region and probably bounce from there. Next token is PEGG. It's done a monster run recently, and I'm still expecting a retracement from here. It's currently in a megaphone pattern. Like, this one's a clear megaphone pattern. Aerodrome's a bit, I'm not quite like certain it's a megaphone pattern, but this one definitely is. And actually, sorry, I drew that wrong. It's quite a wide megaphone pattern, so like this. So I would not be surprised if momentum loses. We'd probably break down here and retest the $1.40 range. If we go back to the Fibonacci tool, yeah, so $1.35 is also next major support. So we probably, if we were to retrace, we'll probably go down to the $1.46 to $1.34 region. And yeah, I'm quite bullish on PEGG. When it comes to risk to reward, out of these tokens I'm showing for today, it's probably the most riskiest play, just because it's only a $1.5 million market cap. But obviously when it comes to multiples and potential rewards for holding, PEGG probably has the highest upside just because it's on low market cap. And when it comes to the fundamentals of the project, it's already earning revenue, and they're dropping the ability to burn your tokens for the revenue share of the platform, which is quite bullish. I think that's coming out probably sometime next month. I'm not quite sure, but I'm very bullish on the token, and just looking at the chart, we'll probably do a retrace and then make our way up. So we probably end up doing something like this. Sorry, let me delete that and clean that up. So we probably go here, retrace late November, and then when it comes to December, we probably make our way up to new highs. Our next token is TOSHI. So TOSHI did another nice run. As you can see here, it was in the accumulation range back in January, so it went back down to it. Let me just change that. Yep. So it was in a very nice accumulation range. It went back in, and now it's actually retesting that level. In my opinion, this is textbook standard entry. I really recommend, if you were to want to invest in TOSHI, this is probably the best time to buy. Because to be honest, if it gets back in the accumulation range, that's quite bearish. You probably don't want to see it to go into that range ever again. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, if it goes back into the range, I think it's quite bearish, and we probably don't want to see that happening. But when it comes to entries, this is probably your best spot. Support will hold as long as it lasts, and I think we'll probably start making our way up from here, where we probably grind the lows here, and then mid to late December we start making our way up. TOSHI, like I said before in my previous analysis, it's the #1 fair launch meme coin on Base. And just because it's base native and it has TOSHI tools as well as products and utility, it probably has a high chance, in my opinion, to get listed on Coinbase. So that's like one of the main things it's got running for it. Just because it's fairly launched, it's the first OG meme token on Base Chain, and it has products and utility. So that's quite massive for the token itself, and I'm super bullish on it. I think it'll probably at least 5 to 10x from here. It'll probably go to the billions if we get listed on Coinbase. And assuming Base Chain goes well, I reckon this can go to multiple billions. Next token is Degen. Degen also has another product and has a lot of users. Their product's called Warpcast, and they also have an L3. I'm quite bullish on Degen just because they have so many users still sticking to the product. Like they launched Warpcast back in February of this year, and they still have a lot of users, like thousands of DAU per day, and yeah, so it did a monster run back in April. So from all-time high, it went down to 95%, which would have been a beautiful position to start accumulating. But obviously, from now on, it's already happened. So you guys are looking for another entry. So what I would do is probably do a Fibonacci tool from all-time high and to the previous low. As you can see here, it's actually testing the 236, which is another great spot to actually start re-entering. If we check the previous all-time high to where it's reducing at, so yeah, about 48%. I would not be surprised we go a bit lower, grind the lows, and then make our way up again. Degen has really good fundamentals, has a lot of users and revenue already, and it got listed on Binance Perps as well as Coinbase Spot listing. So this is another safe play like Aerodrome in my opinion, where it's got listings. It's already had a massive run-up, but in my opinion, it's quite safe when it comes to smart contract risks and just general price action. I think the token will probably 3 to 5x from here. But yeah, just keep in mind, if you're more risk averse, this token in Aerodrome is probably really good for you, but just don't expect a 20x from here, just on the basis of the market cap. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Like I said before, and every time I talk about Base Chain, I'm super bullish on it. I would not be surprised by the end of this bull market, the TVL 10x's as well as its volume, and assuming Base Chain gets the adoption from Web2 users and Coinbase Central Exchange users, all these tokens are up for massive multiples. And the thing I really like about Base Chain is it's not as diluted as Solana. There's only so many projects that actually have working products and aren't here for a grift. So I think once we get the net flows from the different chains as well as just Web2 users, these tokens will go up massively and the multiples will be crazy. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you'd like the video, like and subscribe. Comment below which tokens I should be covering. This was just a price analysis of some tokens I like on Base Chain. There's obviously more. I just don't want this video to go too long. And if you guys like this format where I do a price analysis and my opinion on projects, let me know. And yeah, without further ado, see ya.